Welcome back, Haris. Now, this is going to be a little bit lighter section of our talk, and I want to have you just come out and tell us exactly what you think. Is my first question: if you were not a physician, what would you choose to be?
It's kind of a hard question, but the other thing that I like is computing. Uh, I also like working with my hands. You
Hmm.
know, um, so I don't know. I don't want to say I want to be a laborer or a gardener or whatever, but I think I would do something with my hands. Maybe a surgeon. If not a medical
Yeah.
physician, I would probably be a interventional radiologist or a interventional cardiologist. I think I'll be pretty good at that. And with the ICU, I've done lots of procedures um, in my training and afterwards. So I enjoy that part. So anything with my hands, because that's where my not only my mind but my also my hands come together. So I would enjoy something like that.
Okay. So it's very hard for you to give up the role of a physician. You rather be a surgeon then. Now, let me ask you. A lot of times, I'm asked this question: would I allow my kids to be a physician? Especially my patients ask me, "What do you think? Would you allow your kids to become physicians?"
So I would allow them to be. I don't think allow is a good word. I would support them to be whatever they want to be,
Okay.
and the so my role is a supportive role. I will guide them, I will coach them, I'll educate them, and if they do become a physician, I can guide them what kind of physician would be suiting their talents most.
Good.
uh,
So, what are the qualities are most important for being a successful physician?
so I mean, you are a successful physician too, so having a
I I know what you mean is like, there's not one thing that makes a physician successful. It's many things,
so I think
you know.
it's for me when I think of being a successful physician, probably what comes to my mind is uh, being a conscientious, caring, and compassionate person,
Yeah,
who actually feels for the patient a little bit
yeah.
and tries to do the best possible job, does not ignore anything, uh, you know, and has a good symptom management, skills. Because patients are not feeling a MCA stroke or acute cholecystitis. They are having pain in the right upper quadrant, or their hands are stiff or something like that. So from patient's end, I think a good symptom management plus some psychological support to the patient. I was a patient recently for something. I was in the hospital for a few days, and I feel that when you're on the other side, you can clearly see what is a good doctor and what is not. You know,
I want to dig into that a little bit.
yeah.
Give me an example of behaviors that made you feel like this doctor was good or not.
Some people are just plain dismissive. You know,
Okay.
or for them, diagnosis is the most important part, but not the symptom management. Okay,
Yeah.
and being supportive. When patient is questioning you, they have issues and anxieties, that you should address. It's not questioning your authority or your knowledge. It's it's their well-being that is being, is at stake.
Yeah.
So I think being a nice person overall, and being conscientious and aware of the patient's, vulnerabilities or anxieties is probably the best way I can describe it. Uh, Treating your patient like a number 26 on your list, or I only have 5 minutes for you, and coming in, not introducing yourself and pushing like this and that, and then walking out without telling you what they found. I think those are behaviors that I would discourage.
Yeah.
Um,
So
and
empathy
being
and being able
respectful to
to
the
listen.
patient also. You should be respectful to the patient. Uh, so those are the things I would say make a good
Thank
physician.
you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Haris. These are very, uh, you know, auth- incredible thoughts that you have accumulated over time, and I think they would help any young physician looking into this field. Let me ask you, what is your favorite destination of travel or vacation where if you get a chance, you can go in a heartbeat?
You have lived in New York City. It's an exciting place to live.
Yeah,
It's an exciting place to visit. Uh, so when everything clears up, I sometimes go there. I like the hustle and bustle for a day,
yeah,
because I live in a small place. So
yes,
the other place I recently went was London. I think it's an equally exciting place, fun place for a visit at least.
yeah,
So I think I go for big cities. I went to Washington D.C. a few years ago. I think that was a nice vacation for the kids. I've been to Philadelphia where you live a few times. So
yeah.
I'm a big city. I go there. I walk around. I go see
You
some
enjoy
music.
that energy and hustle and bustle from those cities and
Yeah.
absorb it, and for a few months you're good, and then you want to go back. How do you relax yourself? What is your way of getting into om and mind body balance?
So the neighborhood I live in is a very nice, clean place, and the houses are spread around a mile.
Hmm.
So if I do one round, that's a mile. So I usually do like maybe three or four of those, if not daily, maybe every other day. Uh, I either do them before going to work or after coming, home. So so I try to do that, and that
That
puts me.
helps you. Yeah.
It helps me. So that's the physical part. The mental part is I like reading. I recently read few autobiographies. I'm not into fiction or anything. So either I would read medical books, like I have this right now in front of me, mechanical ventilation, um, and so or the other one I just recently read was hypertension. So I would read those a little bit daily, not every day though, and so that's my intellectual part, I guess.
And what is
And
the autobiography that you read? And is there a book that you read, non-medical book, but non-fictional book that you would recommend our viewers to maybe give it a try?
so I would say, I think you should read the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin.
Okay.
So that was a very wise man. So you would
So
learn.
there might be more than one autobiography. Is there author that you remember? Or is there a book on your table that you can show us? Who was the author? Or maybe you can give me later on, and I'll post it in the link.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, good,
And
good.
the second art recently I read was the autobiography of Malcolm X.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Yeah,
so I think that is the best autobiography of any person that I've ever read. There's a movie on that also. If you go to Netflix, you can easily watch it. There's a Denzel Washington who played him, but the movie doesn't capture uh,
the
the
essence of his real.
essence of the
Yeah,
book or the
yeah,
essence of the person.
yeah.
So I would recommend those two.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you.
you would
That
figure
was.
out how smart Ben Franklin was.
Hmm.
Well, he was maybe 2 centuries ago, but his wisdom and his wit and his financial knowledge and dealings, and how he became uh, one of the most powerful men in USA. You know,
Yeah, that's very
um,
interesting.
and he used to write a under a pseudonym. It was a it's called Poor Richard's Almanac.
Okay.
You know, so that is something that people should read, and it will tell you how financially savvy he was even 200 years ago. He understood the business and the finances even at that time, and politics
Wow,
also.
very interesting. Okay, good.
So I was really impressed with those two.
Good. Thank you for sharing. Is there a type of music that you enjoy sometimes?
um, I don't know. I still remember the old, Pakistani songs,
Yeah.
Junaid Jamshid and Ali Azmad and all that.
Yeah.
Uh, if they are played somewhere, I mean,
You will enjoy that. Okay.
I enjoy that. Yeah.
What about a 1 month of unlimited, no limits excursion, vacation, free access to travel anywhere in the world, unlimited budget to spend? How would you spend those 30 days?
I think I'll go back home to my hometown, Pindi, you know, and
Okay.
I'll go spoil my family. That's about it, I mean, that's what I would do.
Okay. Good. Well, I want to ask you, is there a living or a dead person that you would like to meet if you had the choice? If we had the holograms of, like, we could create it for the people who are, or is there anyone that you would like to meet?
So I think these two people that I mentioned,
Yeah,
Malcolm maybe
that makes
and
sense. That makes
Ben,
sense. Yeah.
I would like to meet them.
Yeah.
That is all the hype really.
Okay. Um, we're coming down to last two questions. What is the fun stuff that you do with your kids, or any fondest memory, any time that you spend with them that you remember and it makes you happy when you think of it?
So, we try to go for a bike ride on the weekends. There's a very nice park here, and you have trails of about 20 miles,
Okay.
along the lake. So it's a very nice place to ride a bike. So we are planning to go there tomorrow, and so we try to do that in summer, and in the winters, I actually don't ski, but my kids do.
Okay. So you take
They
them.
ski very well, and so I get them a season's pass, and I just drive them around wherever they want to go. And so those are my things that I do with my kids, and
Okay.
I try to
Beautiful.
teach them. I usually try to do Isha with them together.
That's a
So
good time with
that
you.
too.
Beautiful. Um, any fun moment, any oops, any mistake, any fun thing that you did? It was just a honest mistake, but it turned out to be something funny that now it stuck with you, and your wife or friends would bring that up again.
I mean, sometimes you text people where you don't intend to send it. It happens almost daily with me, and there are too many of those. But that happens quite a bit.
Okay.
I'm not very particular in looking where it's going. That has happened a few times.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
That's interesting.
I mean,
That kind of stuff. Okay. Well, at least you have not driven on the wrong side of the road, which I have done. So that's okay.
no, not that. Not
Not
that.
that bad. Okay. Well, Haris, it's been a pleasure, and I think that you are a great company. I wish I could meet you more. We talk more and bring out our silly aspects of ourselves with each other, because when I'm with you, I'm not never hesitant to be, being stupid, silly, and fun, because I know you are a good friend, and um, you're always welcome, and hopefully we'll meet soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. You should visit us, or we will visit you.
Yeah,
Uh,
this summer we don't have much to do, and other travel plans are canceled, so road trips are possible.
so you should come. You should come. We can go to all the Finger Lakes 6 feet apart.
Yeah,
And we could also go hiking in Adirondacks, uh, or we can go visit some Great Lakes which are not that far from here.
and all
But
our viewers and all our viewers know that if any one of them ended up here, you would treat them the same, right?
yeah, the place
The
is
offer
open.
is, yeah, the offer.
Anybody's welcome anytime. And I think Farhan has done a great thing bringing us all together after 2 decades, and I think we should appreciate it somehow. Somebody should interview Farhan also, uh,
I've been asked many times, and hopefully I'll do it soon. Thank you,
and
Haris.
for somebody more capable than I should do it. Um, and thanks
I
again for it.
thank you, Haris. Thank you.